If Haley and Gibbs all got along, they'd probably gun chase down by the end of the song. Seems like the whole city goes crazy. Every time Chase wins, I hear, yeah, 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 yeah. Man down, where you from, naysayer? Fuck who you know, where you from, my naysayer?
That is not what I thought that meant.
Where your grandma stay, huh, my naysayer? This is Mad City in the madhouse. Chase runs, my naysayer. I think you down a trip down memory lane. Yeah, yeah.
This is not a rap of how I sell it crack or move cocaine.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-oh.
Something about cognac or major pain.
Mad City. Chase Elliott runs Mad City, I hear. I know it's an exhibition race. It's a clash. But let's go 9. First winner 2025.
Boo.
Fuck you.
Boo.
I know. How'd you say it last week? With the fuck new.
Fuck new.
No, you said it weird. I've never heard you. Fuck new. Talking about Ty Dillon picking him for the clash.
I don't know how I said it. Was I inebriated?
No, you were drinking that.
That's probably why I don't remember.
But wouldn't it be the other way around?
No. The liquor gives you superpowers. You ever seen Trailer Park Boys, Mr. Leahy?
Makes you feel like Superman. But no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you got to watch it.
Liquor in the front, poker in the rear.
Yeah, it's my favorite type of event. Man, I'm excited. Dude, I've been sitting here recording. Text. Oh, God.
That's great. How long was it?
It's not too bad.
Oh, okay. Anyways, welcome back to the High Line, episode 134. Trent Davis, Riley Embree, back at you with the action. And we got one race under the books.
Yes.
That's
not on top of the book. Under it.
And yeah, the Madhouse delivered. I think better than LA
for sure.
And we'll get into that and more. However, it's a good way to start the year off.
Yeah.
Good way to start the year off because if you know on this podcast, if any of our guys win a race, even if it's an exhibition or not, we got a shotgun a bit. Well, but one of us. Yeah. Unless it's Chris Buescher, then we both do it. But Chase Elliott, he's my guy, one of my guys. So I got some business to attend to. So, Riley, you can take it from here while I get this shit ready to go.
Yeah, I'll speak on your...
No, don't.
Okay. I'll speak on your confidence for the year going forward and how I think that might be misguided.
I think I'm going to stand here and do the rest of the show like this.
We've done that before.
We were holding them.
That's true.
And we're not talking about the mics.
What did he say? But no, I will remind you, first year of the next gen, Brad and Chris won their duels.
You know who won the Clash that year?
Joey.
Who won the championship that
year? Billy Currington.
A sign of things to come?
No. But yeah, I mean, just because you win a race in the preseason doesn't mean that you're going to be competitive anywhere else, especially when the race is at a racetrack that you will not see again. Nothing even close to that again. I do, it's better to win than not to win. Everybody was there wanting to win, so it's better to win than not to. But I don't think it necessarily.
You
means
saying
anything.
that just kind of reminds me of just like. It's better to love and lost than never have loved it all.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but of course, Trent is here struggling with creating the hole in his can for the shotgun.
I have trouble making a hole, finding a hole. Just holes in general are just not my strong suit.
Yeah, it was a good movie though. It was a good movie though.
What movie?
Holes.
Never seen it.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Holes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
With Shia LaBeouf?
Who?
He goes to that internment camp for children, and they have to dig holes.
Yeah, totally. Still don't know what you're talking about.
That is crazy.
Sandlot?
Holes.
Wasn't he in Sandlot?
No, he was in Holes.
What hole are we talking about here?
They dig holes.
Is this a porn movie?
I'm sure there's a parody out there someplace.
Probably. All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Wait a minute. Let's calm down.
Get it how I live it.
All right. I ain't done this since, Martinsville?
No, since, well, yeah, I guess you did it. Martinsville. Chris won was the last time I did it. At,
No, you did it with me.
Watkins Glen.
With Blaney. You were still shot.
Oh, that's right. I forget that I did it with Blaney last year.
Last time? Last time you gonna do one with me with Blaney.
That's good.
That's
I
what you
don't like Blaney.
He don't like you either. All right, count me down.
I like his girlfriend. Oh, his wife now, actually.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Go 12 on 12-12.
24. 3, 2, 1, go.
Bro, let me get my mouth on the hole first.
Hey, I've been trying to do that for 3 months.
Put my tongue in it, too.
Hey, you go slice your shit up.
Probably.
3, 2, 1, go. Slow. It's actually one of your better ones. Congratulations. It was good.
That's why these towels just for these reasons.
Yeah, well, it was a good show.
Go down! Oh, that's pain.
It is pain.
Let me do it more. No! I will stop at that.
Go Cox.
No.
But yeah, as
One
you
of
can,
many.
As
One
you
of
can
many.
tell, the 9-car won.
Woo!
It's a damn shame.
I got a Seday. So, what's that called? What's that word called?
Subdue?
Subdue my excitement because it is just the Clash. It's not a points race. It doesn't get them in the playoffs. It doesn't help them in the championship at all. But it was still cool.
Yeah, it's
Chase
always
win.
good. I don't know.
And Blaney second. I mean, I couldn't. As long as one of them two won, I was gonna be happy.
I
I loved it.
I don't know if a Roush car's ever won a Clash. I can't think back to a Roush car ever winning it.
That's a stat that I'm not sure. At least in my childhood, I don't think they have.
Yeah, but
Unless Matt won one or in Daytona.
yeah,
I don't
maybe
remember.
way back in the day, but definitely not recently.
I know Denny would dominate them at Daytona. Kyle Busch won a couple. I think Joey won a couple. Brad won a couple. I can't remember a Roush car winning one, but maybe, I don't know. Harvick won a lot of them. Tony won some. Never won the 500.
Similar to Brad, but yeah, I mean it was an exciting couple nights of racing for sure. Obviously, Chase won the big one on Sunday night. I don't know about you, but it felt like that race took forever. Might have been just because I was tired from working all day, but
Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
I think it went by pretty quick.
Yeah, so. But yeah, I mean it was fun to watch. I mean it wasn't. I don't think it was anything to write home about. I don't think it was a great race, but it was the best Clash that I've seen in years. And you're never going to have that excitement for the Clash, I think, that you do for really any normal points-paying race. But it is exciting that NASCAR's back, and now we've got this off week going in, and then it's Daytona, and we got 36 races pretty much in a row. So from that perspective, it's exciting, and seeing cars back out there, seeing the new guys in their new cars, and all that was exciting. And I think the heat races were better this year. The last chance qualifier was pretty good. And, of course, the main show was entertaining enough. They never had, long, drawn-out runs. I mean, they were long enough to get some good racing in, but it didn't get boring.
Yeah.
There was always something going on, and just when you felt like it might start getting kind of stale, somebody would wreck and they'd stack them back up. So overall, I thought it was a pretty decent show, and it's always good when your guys are competitive. I mean, Chris ran top 4 pretty much all night until the very end. He burned his tires off, and Brad, worked his way up there into the top 5 and ended up getting wrecked by Bubba. But it was interesting watching him, and Priest kind of was just running around 12th all night, which was where he started, and kind of what I expected out of him. Didn't expect him to be up there, be super competitive. So it's good watching your cars be competitive. As you know, your guys finished 1-2. That's always good for you. And did I like the winner? Not really. But like I said, it's better than somebody like Bubba or Christopher Bell or somebody like that winning. So overall, I'd give it like a 6.5, 7 out of 10. Not perfect, not a race that I'll remember everything that happened in 3 months, but one that was worth watching for sure.
Yeah, so obviously I like the race a lot, not just because my guys ran good and one of them won, but I think this was way better than LA. It had an old school feel to it. I think I told you like 40, 50 to go. I said, this reminds me of the Martinsville race last fall. Chase was winning and Blaney was coming. Blaney just couldn't get it done this time. I will say the racing got a little stale, at least in the main event. But I think it's because once Bowman Gray is such a small track and these cars are so gripped up, and we heard a few guys talk about this. The cars are so gripped up and the track's so small and the cars drive so good. The only way you can pass somebody is if you beat and bang on them. And do you really want to do that early in a race when it's 200 laps? So I figured it would be calm. It was a little more calm than normal. Then I thought towards the end of the race I thought for sure we were gonna get a late race caution with like 20 to go. Somebody like Joey when he was trying to pass Bubba. I thought he might run out of patience, just dump Bubba, trying to get up through the field because he had a pretty good car towards the end of the race. We just ran out of time. But Chase's car just was really good, glued to the bottom. He was really good in entry and exit, while Blaney, I feel like, was really good through the center. And that's where Blaney's been really good the past couple of years. And it's weird. Denny was, I thought, the best car early on, and he obviously took the lead from Chase before the halfway break. It was just after that break, he was never the same. Yeah. They fell behind on the adjustments, which is normally the opposite of kind of what you see with Denny. When he had with Chris Gabehart, they would usually not be great at the beginning and then turn it on towards the end. It's kind of the opposite with Chris Gale. So it's a little worry there that they kind of fell behind on the adjustments. You don't see that too much from Denny. And Chase was actually the opposite. He loses the lead with like 4 to go before the halfway break, gets passed by Denny and Reddick. And I was like, okay, well, he's going to just run like 5th the rest of the day. He'll get passed a couple more times. That's what I've been preaching about and trying to hopefully that the 9 team can get better at. Chase and Allen is working on adjustments and getting the car better at the end of the race opposed to being good at the beginning and kind of just slowly falling off throughout the middle and end of the race. And they did that. They worked on the car, got it better. And other than Blaney, which I think he probably did have a better car than Chase, he just couldn't pass him, and then he burnt the stuff up trying to pass Chase. Chase was a top 2 car. Like, they had pulled away from Denny. The only car that I maybe thought could have had something for either one of them would be Joey. He just didn't have the track position all night. I think he finished 4th. But I'm really glad to see that the 9 team actually executed the way I've been wanting them to. You're good, but you're not the best car. Adjust it the right way. Chase, tell them everything you need to make the car a little better instead of being, what's that word? Fine with the setup and fine with the car, and just you got to keep on looking for changes to make it better, and they did, and it worked out for them. So I was extremely happy to see that. Hopefully that'll continue throughout the year because that's the only thing that's holding Chase Elliott back from winning 4, 5, 6 races a year. He just got to.
Yeah, that and his talent.
He's got great talent.
Average.
Put an ass whooping on the field.
In a race that didn't matter.
Hey, well, don't matter. You go to a track the first time, old track, nobody really knows a whole lot about it, and you, quote-unquote, dominate the race. That's pretty impressive. I don't give a shit who you are. If Kyle Larson says that, you're like, oh, he's the greatest driver in the world. What's the difference between him and Chase? Of him chasing him doing it.
Kyle Larson's done it in cars that weren't the best.
So is Chase. Anyways.
Chase Elliott's been in the best car in the field since he was 8 years old.
Not in the Cup Series. Not even in the Xfinity Series when he won a championship. Junior Motorsports wasn't what they are now. They weren't. Yeah, you know I'm right. Anyways, great. I thought it was good. Like I said, I had stale moments throughout the race, but overall I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Not using my bias towards Chase and Blaney, and even Chris running really good. Just glad to see racing back, and glad for one of my guys to be on top. Hopefully it'll be like this all year.